AMC just took a massive dump after rallying to over $8. I told my students to get out of this stock before earnings happen. In fact, I actually had a student take my call out here and was up over 200%. Guys, AMC under massive fire today with earnings. AMC rallied to over $8 in just a few days, only to sink all the way down to $6. I had a student up here who was up 143% on his option calls after I signaled AMC to him. Again, not financial advice, but anyone is free to take the trades that I take. And I told them, that's awesome. I'm happy for you, but you need to take profits. You need to sell because AMC earnings are a gamble. You don't want to be a part of a gamble. It's always better to sell before earnings occur for any stock, not just AMC, any stock, especially if you are trading option contracts because of something called implied volatility. Now, very quickly, implied volatility is basically what my student here, was taking advantage of. As earnings get closer, implied volatility goes up because the stock will move either up or down after earnings. However, once earnings are released, then implied volatility goes way down because the stock starts to move more sideways.
Are you still bag holding that meme stock? Waiting to break even? Have you lost too much money to sell? Stop trusting bad traders. You need Coach Koda, the essential stock trading coach. He's helped hundreds of traders just like you go from losing money in the stock market to placing successful trades.
And therefore, it's a really good idea to sell your option contracts if you buy option contracts before earnings take place, because this will let you not lose money because of implied volatility. I know that sounds kind of confusing, and it's okay if you're not trading option contracts. But what you need to know if you trade stocks at all is earnings are a gamble. In order to predict what earnings will be, in order to actually know for sure the way that traders will react to earnings, you would have to be able to tell the future. I can't tell the future. I'm an excellent trader. I can't tell the future. How would you be able to tell the future? How would anyone be able to tell the future except for insider traders? If you are an insider trader, then you probably don't need my help. For everyone else who doesn't have a $1 billion tie to the dark side of the world, this technical analysis is basically the best that we got. We don't want to bet based on unpredictable, unknowable variables. And when traders buy or sell a stock before earnings occur, they are essentially trading unknown, unpredictable variables, which is why I'm such a big believer in not holding a stock overnight over earnings, which is why I had most of my students take profit on AMC yesterday, back when it was at its apex at $8. So they took most of our profits at $7.94. The stock did rally to about $8.53 before dumping all the way down to $6.40. Yes, that is where AMC went. So anyone who bought AMC late at $8, well, they lost a lot of money, right? They lost 33% of their money. Then $10,000, that's $3,300 in loss. And I think it's important to talk about that because with trading, you can't just make money. In fact, it's actually more important that you don't lose money, which is why we have the free Discord that helps prevent you from losing money so you can get call outs like AMC. And more importantly, you can, not more importantly, but just as important, you can make money too. If you look at the stocks, which I gave my pro students, RETA went from $30 at open where we bought it. Actually, we bought it at $28, and it went all the way to $93 in a single day on approval of a new drug. This is a new drug that was just released that treats a syndrome, okay? And I'll actually show you that exact syndrome name. This is the company's treatment of Friedreich's ataxia. Okay, and pro members got this stock at $30. So if you like making 300% in one day, highly consider checking out the free Discord so you can get notified of short squeezes in advance. RETA did go up 300% and it's still tradable, but we're not going to focus on that today. We're going to focus on AMC. What happened? AMC earnings. Stock went from $5, where I called it out, all the way to $8, where me and the pro students sold. Earnings happened. Stock down 33%. Okay, very clear, very simple, easy to understand instructions for anyone willing to learn. You just don't want to gamble. That's the main takeaway that I want you to have from this trading video. You don't want to gamble. You never want to gamble. If you gamble, you are essentially setting yourself up for failure whether or not you win the trade. Let's say AMC earnings somehow caused the stock to rally, okay? That in and of itself is unlikely, but if that did happen, then fantastic. The stock rallies, right? Great. Here's where things get interesting. If you take that trade, if you take that earnings trade multiple days in a row, if you take it multiple setups in a row, and you repeatedly attempt to guess what earnings will be or how the stock and traders will react to the news of the earnings release, then your bank account will go up and down. You don't really know which direction it will be in. And sure, there are certain algorithms that can allow you to extract a certain amount of wins out of this type of trading setup. But for the vast majority of stock traders, if you always buy based on earnings, or you always sell based on earnings, or even if you guess one way or the other, you'll always be on the gambling side of the trade. You'll never know for sure whether you are on the right side of the trade or you are on the wrong side of the trade. It's much better to find strong stocks like the stocks that we trade in our trading group, stocks like RETA, where there's just such a good setup that you want to buy in, because if the stock goes down, then maybe you lose, a couple $100. But if the stock goes up, then you can make thousands, if not $10,000 instantly in one day, which is why it's so important that you join the Discord so that you can learn to trade stocks like that and stop losing money. Guys, stop losing money. Stop listening to idiot traders who don't know what they're talking about. There's so many of them out there. Almost every other trading channel, but this one is filled with people who just don't know what they're talking about. They aren't advanced students of technical analysis. They haven't been trading for 10 years. They don't put their own money on the line. I do, which is why I have so many students. I have over 300 members in the Discord community, because I'm accurate. I know what I'm talking about. I make people money. That's the only reason why there's so many people just coming into the community who are just brand new. And it's not just because I make them money, though. I can't say that it's just because I help people make money. It's because I truly care. I don't just give signals or let people copy my trades. I tell them why. I explain to them the actual reason for the stock moving up. If you are tired of guessing, then you need to learn an actual trading system where you can take it and you know the reason why this is happening. For instance, Retta, right, a gap down initially on the failure of earnings, but afterward the gap up on approval of a new drug. And so there was really no way for us to lose on this trade. And even if we did, we'd only be down like $1 per share, whereas we're now up $60 per share. 1,000 shares up $60 per share is $60,000 you guys would have made in a single day. Now, that's all from being part of the Pro Trading Group. I'll leave a link in the description if you're ready to trade with us. And of course, if you aren't already in our live trading session, we're going to host a live trading session tomorrow where I'm going to go over my top stocks. But this stock, AMC, it's a prime example of why you should never hold a stock over earnings. This stock had such an amazing rally from our buy-in price of $5 all the way to $8. Easy 35%, easy $3,500 in profits on 10,000. Student, right? Chris the GOAT up 143% on his options contract. 143% if you're trading with 10,000 is $14,300 that you guys would have made in about 3 days trading with me. But AMC on earnings, okay? Because you have to be able to keep the profits too. You have to know where to sell. AMC on earnings dumped. So that's why you need to listen when I say I'm going to sell before earnings, because I'm not going to take the risk. If you didn't sell before earnings, then guess what? Things are going to get really ugly really fast. And so I'm here to protect your profits. I'm here to make you profitable. I'm here to make you money. And so if you're ready to do that with me, then I am excited to have you along for the journey. You can subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you never miss another short squeeze again, and having a fantastic rest of your day.
No more bag holding. If you have seen Coach's channel, you know how consistent he is at finding the rare trading opportunities before they happen. If you had Coach Coda by your side from day one, would you have lost your hard-earned money in the stock market? When you become a pro member, you get immediate access to Coach's exclusive trades every trading day. Rocket Trading Pro is so much more than trading signals. You get access to Coach's tight-knit inner circle. Imagine trading alongside a stock market genius. You will know when Coach is buying or selling a stock in his private Discord. You don't have to feel the fear and uncertainty of trading alone anymore. Coach will guide you every step of the way. While we can't promise you will make $1 million your first day, if you follow instructions, you will notice yourself winning more and more of your trades. Pro members are already earning with Rocket Trader Pro right now. Imagine yourself about to place a trade after losing $2,000 on your first trade and $4,000 on the stock Teddy Zane swore would go to the moon. A little scary, right? Now imagine Coach showing you exactly where he is buying or selling a stock while reassuring you of your probabilities of success. He has been trusted by hundreds of new and experienced traders for over 10 years, but you watch his channel. You already know how devoted Coach is to your success. How much money will you lose without your coach? You know you need this. Join now and make the greatest trade of your life.